Today, we talk about doing stuff.
This show is for everyone working at the coalface. Digital, business, marketing, social. This is At the Coalface with your host, Jason Greenwood.
Hello everybody, I'm Jason Greenwood. Welcome to episode 30 of At the Coalface. Bit of a milestone event, so really excited to be at episode 30. Long may it continue, and hopefully you're getting value out of, what I'm saying and what I'm spitting. So anyways, before I get stuck into the episode, I want to make a big shout out to someone that I promised to say hello to, which is Callum Rainbow over at Albany Senior High School. So anyways, hello Callum. He happens to be the son of someone that is a partner of the business, and someone who it was actually a big surprise of how I came to his attention. It wasn't through the friendship. He's the son of someone that I know, and just out of pure coincidence, apparently my videos made it into his business studies course at school. So I'm not quite sure how that happened, but great to hear that it has, and hopefully it's been valuable to the kids there in class. So anyways, want to talk today about something. I guess I'm a wee bit salty today. It's been a long week already, and it's only Tuesday, so it's been pretty busy for me. But I want to talk about something that seems to be a big problem, not only in our industry, but just in business, in marketing, in digital in general. And that is the extreme lengths that managers, e-commerce managers, digital managers, etc., will go to delegate work that they should really be doing themselves, or that they can better be doing themselves. And I see it all the time. I saw it when I was consulting within the digital agency that I was working for, the e-commerce agency that I was working for, and I still see it today, both within vendors and other merchants, and it's a very frustrating thing to see. I mean, I spent today doing things that I guess a traditional e-commerce manager wouldn't typically do. I spent about an hour today setting up a PayPal sandbox account to do some additional testing on our PayPal account, and then I spent another couple of hours testing some UI functionality that we're developing in terms of changing the way certain pieces of the front end of the website work. And so I was doing a tremendous amount of detailed testing within BrowserStack, which is a virtual browser environment that allows you to test different devices, different responsive breakpoints, and different orientations of those devices as well. And so those things would typically or often be delegated to minions to do by managers, and I think that's complete crap. It's absolutely a cop-out. And there's absolutely a time and place for delegation where it's more efficiently done either by a partner, an external vendor, etc. But there's some things you just have to do yourself, and you have to be prepared to get your hands dirty. And that's something that I've always prided myself on, is the ability to get my hands dirty and the ability to do almost everything that I would delegate or expect someone else to do. I either know how to do it already, or I can quickly find out how to do it. There's this little thing called Google, and all you got to do is just type your what you don't know and what you need to know into that, and 9 times out of 10 you can find it very quickly, whether it be a straight answer out of the vendor site, or a tutorial, or a blog, or whether it be a YouTube video. There is the information out there if you want to find it to do just about anything. And so but you have to take the effort, you have to care, you have to want to do it, and you have to want to be part of the team. And so that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Is we're at this strange place in the evolution of our industry that people that have been in it a long time, such as myself, I've been in it over 15 years, and I just see it time and time again. The elders in the industry just refuse to get their hands dirty, and I guess I'm a little bit of an exception. I've always considered myself to be a highly technical e-commerce manager, digital manager, marketer, etc., in terms of being able to understand the core technologies that we use within our industry, being able to implement them as projects, being able to scope them well, and being able to make sure that they do deliver the value back to the business that they're inserted into, and actually making a business case before you just go and buy the latest shiny new toy. And so I've always prided myself on that, and being able to work right from the initial conceptual stages right through the technical implementation and then beyond into BAU or business as usual. And I think that's, it's held me in good stead, because, here at HealthPost, I am deeply involved within the implementation of, and the scoping in of new technologies within the business. And if I hadn't worked with these technologies previously, both agency side and, helping within merchants, helping them get those technologies implemented and successfully generating ROI for the business, I wouldn't have that skill set today to bring to HealthPost. And I've always prided myself on really getting stuck in and just leaning into it and making sure that, I'm not asking someone else to do something that I wouldn't be prepared to do myself, or that I don't already know how to do myself. And I do that in many different ways within this business. I do a lot of things that would normally be delegated to a partner to do. And I make sure that brings value to the business, and that I am making the most efficient use of my time. But I won't just delegate something for the sake of delegating it because I'm an e-commerce manager. It just is an absolute cop-out, as I said. So I would urge you guys, and I take the opportunities every chance I get. If there's something new that I don't know and I have an opportunity to do that thing or implement that thing here at HealthPost, I will jump in boots and all, and I will dig in. I'll set up the test accounts, the demo accounts, I'll log into the back end, the front end, whatever the platform might be, whatever the technology might be, whatever it is that needs to be done, I will absolutely jump in boots and all, and I will try to understand and learn that technology, that platform, that implementation, whatever it may be. I will try to understand it at a very hyper granular level. We had a situation last week where we wanted to do some integration with Vend, which is our point of sale platform in our shop downstairs. And the API layer that you can connect to Vend with is pretty limited. You're very limited and locked down in what you can do in terms of getting data into and out of Vend. And because I'm quite technical and I've worked with very technical platforms in the past, one of the integrations we're looking at doing to it, the API didn't look like it was able to do it, but I thought of a creative way around that limitation, using their standard API calls to do some things that even Vend didn't think was possible. But I liaised via email with their head of their API development department and implementation team, and I proposed a way in which to do the thing I wanted to do, and I suspected that it would probably be possible via their API, even though it wasn't documented in their API that it was possible. They went away, they tested it in their test environment internally, and they came back to me and said, yes, it is possible. In their tests, it proved that it was possible. So these are the types of things, reading API documentation, digging into the minutiae of it. I'm not a developer, I don't write code, but I understand the technologies that we work with in the entire commerce stack, all the way from ERP, all the way to front end, and everything in between, marketing automation software and everything else. So, I would urge you, that's not me patting myself on the back, that's just recognition of many, many late nights digging into documentation, paperwork, talking with developers, talking with partners, and making sure that I am staying absolutely at the cutting edge of what our industry is and does, and the value that it hopefully brings to our business, and by definition to the end customer that is the user, the end user of the technology that we're implementing and integrating into our business. So that would be my suggestion to you. If you're a delegator, become a doer instead of a delegator, or at least try to find that balance, because, just because you're someone with a manager in their title, or maybe someone that has staff answering to them as a chain of command that people answer to you, there's no quicker way to build respect with those staff that may have a line of responsibility to you. There's no quicker way to build their trust and to build their respect than to get in and get your hands dirty and actually get stuck in when some of these implementations come along, when the discovery sessions come along, when the scoping sessions come along, when the documentation needs to be written, when the hard yards need to be done. If you're there in the trenches with them, I guarantee you will earn their respect, you will earn their trust, and you will be part of the change management process that inevitably goes along with any large-scale project. and they will respect you, and you will have buy-in from your whole entire team if you can prove that you're willing to get stuck in, if you're willing to prove that you will get your hands dirty, if you're willing to prove that you will take some ownership and responsibility for making sure that those projects come off successfully and that the work gets done each and every single day in, day out, hour in, hour out. And so, get stuck into the grind. Make sure that you're delegating smartly. Certainly if there's someone else in your business or an external partner that can do something better, faster, smarter than you, then by all means leverage that where you can, or at least get them to point you in the right direction before you run off half-cocked. Make sure you go into that work as fully informed as you can yourself. But don't shy away from getting your hands dirty. Don't shy away from digging into the admin panel of the various different technologies that you use and making sure you really, really understand them at that granular level, that day-to-day, nitty-gritty, business-as-usual level. It's very, very important that you understand those things, because otherwise, if someone's unexpectedly sick or something unexpectedly breaks or something needs to be, troubleshot in a very quick manner, you will have that skill to be able to dig in and figure it out, and you'll have that confidence that comes with figuring it out. That will give you even more confidence to take on the next task and get stuck in and try things. It's a trial and error world we live in, and the saying goes, if you're going to fail fast. And you really want to do that, especially if you're implementing new technology. In most cases, implementing a new technology is not a life or death scenario for your business. Otherwise, you should probably look again or think again whether you should be implementing that technology. And so, if you're going to fail fast, implement quickly, scope it as best you can, get it implemented as quickly as possible, get it out in the wild, get it tested, see how it tests, see what the returns are, see the value it brings to the business and to your customers. And if it doesn't work, then at the expiry of your contract, if it's in 12 months or whatever the case may be, just pull it out and don't do it and don't re-sign up again. So, very, very few decisions are life and death in our industry, and so you're better off to do as much due diligence as you can. Speak to people that are using those technologies where you can, get in the trenches, feedback from them about how that technology actually works in a day-to-day environment, as opposed to just listening to the sales speak from a vendor or from an account manager or a project manager. Actually talk to people that are using these technologies every single day and see the value that they bring to their business. Make sure that you can implement, make sure you've got the resources internally to implement, make sure the vendor's going to provide the resources necessary, and any third party partners that are required to help implement those technologies, make sure they're on board as well. And then once you've made that decision and you've done your due diligence, then put a proper project plan together, get it kicked off, assign the resources, and just do it. Pace, innovation, speed. Money loves speed. That's another famous saying, and it's absolutely true in my experience. There's nothing worse than trying to innovate within a business and having, people that are ball and chains within the business. And oftentimes this ties back to what I was saying of people getting their hands dirty. Once they get their hands dirty with these technologies and with the day-to-day grind of both implementation and ongoing management, once they get their hands dirty and they get that confidence behind them, you'll see that taking people on the technical journey within the business becomes a heck of a lot easier, because the business slowly builds up more confidence over time. The more projects they undertake and deliver successfully and actually start delivering value both internally and externally, everybody will have a lot more confidence. And the next time you propose a new project, there'll be a lot more buy-in from the early stages, and that's how you start to bring momentum to innovation within a business. So don't be a delegator. Stop being a delegator. Start being a doer. Start practicing your craft every single day. Delegate where it's smart, but stop delegating 100% of your role away, because you're just not learning anything. You're not growing. You're not gaining new experience. You're not able to then pass that knowledge on to anybody else, and somebody else is getting the knowledge that's underneath you and is probably going to put themselves in a position to leapfrog you in their career if they haven't already. So anyways, hopefully that's been valuable to you. I've got a busy week on here at Health Post. My car was actually rear-ended last week as well, so it's in the shop at the moment. So got lots of things going on both at work and in my personal life. So hopefully be able to create a couple more videos this week. And I also will make time. I do make time If you follow any of my social accounts, I do absolutely make time to answer questions, to interact with people, to help people get better in this industry, and to help them grow their business. I'm absolutely willing to share my knowledge, my experience, and my hopefully provide some value to you through those interactions. So I challenge you, if you don't think that I will or don't think that I do, I challenge you, ask me some questions on any of the social channels I'm active on, which is just about all of them, and take me up on it. Ask me some questions, see what value I can add to you, because I'm here to help everybody get better at delivering fantastic outcomes for business in the digital and e-commerce space. So shout out to me, and let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can help improve your business as well. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.